there was a face here, and they're like, they're yelling like that, hun. I'm not exaggerating. They're screaming, and they're doing this constantly around me, and they're leaning out the window.
Why did you move?
And because I couldn't even go anywhere, they were all over the place. There was kids everywhere, like surrounding the whole train. So I was like, ugh. And so when they got into my face, and that was like the point, I was like, I was waiting and waiting. I was like, I'm just gonna not say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna just, they're just fucking teenagers being loud. Just let it go. But that shit was like, okay, now you're fucking screaming in my fucking face. Get out of my fucking space. This is my space, this is your space. Get out of my fucking space. And so I just did this. They were leaning in like this, and I just went, will you guys please stop fucking yelling? And I said, if you want to fucking, and then went like this, whoa. I said, if you want to fucking yell, go the fuck over there. I said, you want to yell at each other? I said, don't do it in my fucking face. And I just like let it go at that. And that was it. And then everyone was like, whoa. And all the fucking little Spanish kids around me that were like all in on this shit too, I was looking at them afterwards like, and then I was talking under my breath and I'm like, fucking asshole. We're like, this is bullshit. So you don't have to fucking scream everything, you're supposed to be fucking adults. And so I'm kind of like saying this underneath my breath so that people hear it. And these kids here around, once they saw me do that, they were completely different on the train ride. Because I look people in their eye, because I'll see them look at me like this. And I'll just look at them like, yeah? What? You wanna fucking go? Because I know what the fucking Spanish culture is like, so don't give me that shit. Don't throw that fucking card at me just because I'm a fucking white girl. I don't play that shit. So, that's all that happened. But I couldn't take it anymore. I mean, when they were screaming in my face, I'm like, if you guys wanna I said, can you not scream in my fucking face? And I just did this. And they went, oh, and they left. I said, get the fuck over there if you want to fucking yell at each other. So you're supposed to be you're supposed to be adults. I wasn't throwing the fuck word out that much. I said, this is ridiculous. I said, you guys are acting like assholes and you're supposed to be adults. But I am not gonna sit here and I'm looking at everyone else and everyone else is doing this like, even this fucking Spanish woman over here, I'm looking at her like, what should I do? She's not speaking up. She's not speaking up. No one's speaking up. I'm like, fine.
Destabilizes the system and undermines the investment.
And then, oh, I didn't tell you about this. So then we get to 59th. The guys go off, and this is what I'm like, as they're leaving, because I'm a bitch, I'm like, good, get the, go. And I do a loud clap. I'm like, thank God, get out of here. And that's what I said. And then this fucking guy comes on to do the whole. Now I'm pissed off. I'm in the bitch mode, right? Because I'm just like, asshole kids. And I don't care that they're being loud. It's that they were being like this. If you're sitting there, they're literally like, they were doing this around me, and I was like, I can't. This is fucking ridiculous. So then. It's like the Showtime, or a fake Showtime version, even though like tons of people gave him money. No, it was one guy, he puts this fucking boombox, again, right next to me, blasting at me. I'm like, fine. Now I gotta listen to this bullshit right here. And so I clear my fucking feet, I tuck my toes in, because I know that they're gonna fucking step on my fucking feet now that I got flip-flops on. And then, he does this move, and there's this guy next to me, he's got like this white tuxedo jacket that he just got pressed and cleaned, that he's like trying to keep clean, and like, we're like tucked in, and like, and this is after all the police activity happens on 42nd Street, mind you. So we're sitting at 42nd Street for like 5 minutes, and there's all this bullshit happening, and there's this black guy on the outside, and there's kids on the inside, they're like, kind of talking with each other, and so somehow some sort of communication got known where they were trying to figure out whether or not they needed to deal with this. So then they go, Showtime, he's doing all this shit with his hats, and he goes, here's the pole, like right near me, he grabs it and swings it, but he swings like a friggin' like he's, this is the pole, right? He swings around the pole at one point like this, with his ass out like that. Balls, ass, everything, right? Imagine the pole here. Here's me. He swings up on the pole like this. He swings around, almost hits me in the face with his asshole. I was like 2 seconds away just from being like, smack! I His ass when it came out. It came so close to my face, I did this. If I would not have leaned back, I probably would have gotten hit. So, because before that was happening, before he did the Showtime thing, the white guy next to me, he was like with his press thing, he's like, what's going on? I was like, why are there cops? I'm like, I don't know, these fucking kids, since 34th Street, they've been a pain in the ass. I just like yelled at them in the last stop to get out of my face because they were all surrounding me, and now this shit's going on. I said, I just want to get the fuck home. And then the Showtime thing happens, and I said, oh, I guess I gotta tuck our feet in and make sure we don't get hit. And then we almost both get hit in the face with this guy's ass. And so I looked at him and I said, and he says to me, he goes, so much for like being worried about being kicked. Because we almost got hit by his whole body. And I said, you know what I wanted to do? I said, I wanted to reach out, just smack his ass. And he started laughing. I said, or put a dollar bill in it. And then he started laughing again. I said, well, if you're gonna be on the pole, that's what you fucking get. So anyway, but he's trying to court. He gets like some money, and he's flirting with this girl who's like, they're Instagramming, and I'm in the shot, so I could be on fucking social media right now. I don't fucking know. And wait. Oh, so now he's flirting with this girl. He's like, who do you know can do a hat trick like this? And he does this. He goes, and I would be like, Fosse. You know, I wouldn't be like Fred Astaire, I wouldn't be like Gene Kelly. Like, that's the first thing I thought. I'd be like Fosse, Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly. He's like, who do you know who do this? And he kept going like down to his toe and flipping up on his head like, Fosse. You know, maybe a little Gene Kelly. So I almost did, but I didn't say it. I was like, he doesn't even know who that fucking person is. That's the sad thing. But it was made me laugh. I'm like, oh, the hat trick? That's like, he was literally doing this the whole time. He went, flip. I mean, he had some cool moves with this hat, but I was like, and then he flips his hat on the poor guy who just got his tuxedo jacket that could be for his wedding for all I know. The guy could be getting married. He flips his hat after it's been all on the floor and his foot and all this shit. And he flips the fucking hat and when he's flirting with this girl. And the hat falls on the guy's fucking white jacket on the ends where it's not covered by the thing. And so afterwards I'm like, well, how's your jacket? And he's like, oh, it's fine. I said, well, so you're worried about getting kicked or getting hit and whatever. I said, you still got fucking hit with a hat. So that was my journey home.